Hello kids, I hope you all are fine. Today I, Preksha Yadav, going to teach you about fractions and pictographs. So let's start with the fractions. Kids, what are fractions? Fractions are the parts of whole things. And for representing each part of the whole thing, we use fractions. And do you know, we use fractions every day. Let's see some examples from our daily life. As you can see in the picture, Jack played really well in the first half of the match. The time is 12:15. Mia is 2.5 years old. Somebody has already eaten 3 quarters of this pizza. So these words are used for describing fractions. Now let's understand these fractions in detail. As you can see in the picture, we are having pizzas here. In the first one, pizza is divided into two equal parts, and for representing one part, how can you write in the fraction? You can write simply 1 out of 2 equal parts, so 1 out of 2, and this we can say 1 half. You can read it as 1 half. Similarly, you can describe this one part as 1/4, or we can say 1 out of 4 equal parts. In this, 1 out of 6 equal parts, this 1 out of 3 equal parts, 1 out of 5 equal parts, 1 out of 7 equal parts. And you can read them as 1/4, and you can read this as 1/4 also. Okay, for fourth we are using quarter. This we can read 1/6, this we can read 1/3, this we can read 1/5, and this we can read 1/7, and so on. Okay, now let's move forward. Now let's see how we will represent fraction for more than one out of many equal parts. Let's see the question first. What fraction does the colored part show? As you can see, 3 parts are colored out of 4 parts, so you can write 3 out of 4. In the second picture, 1 part is colored out of 3 parts, so the fraction will be 1/3. In this, you can see 5 parts are colored out of 8 parts. Total number of parts are 8. But if I'll ask you now write down the fraction for the non-colored part, then you have to write down the number above which is not colored. Like here in this, we are having one non-colored part 1, and write down the total parts below, and the total parts are 6. So the fraction will be 1/6 for non-colored part, and in this also 1/3 for non-colored part. In this also 1/3 for non-colored parts. So you can write down the fraction according to the question, whether it is asked for colored part or non-colored part. Okay, now let's move forward. Let's see some examples. Write fractions for the following. Here the fractions are written in the words. You have to write down in the numerals. So simply you can write 3/8 as 3/8, 9/15 9/15, 12/19 12/19. Right? Next question, write each fraction in words. Now you have to write down in the words. So 1/3, which means 1/3. You can write it as 1/3. Second, 2 out of 6, 2 6, 2 6. Right? Similarly, you can write for the last one also. Try yourself. Next, now fraction of a group or collection. Kids, fraction can also be used to name parts of a group or a collection. It is not just for using some whole thing only. You can use the fraction, you can write the fraction for the group or collection also. Right? Like let's see the example. What fraction of the cards below are the animal cards? You can see 5 cards here. Now find out how many animal cards are here. 2. So the answer will be 2/5. out of 5 cards. Okay, let's see one more example. What fraction of the cards below are the plant cards? So as you can see, total number of cards are 4 and plant card is only 1. So the fraction will be 1 out of 4, right? Let's move forward. Now let's see what is numerator and denominator. Kids, the top number in a fraction is known as numerator. So the number 3 here is numerator, and it shows how many equal parts we have as a colored one, right? Now let's see the denominator. What is denominator? The bottom number in a fraction. It tells how many equal parts the whole has been broken into. The whole has been broken into 5 equal parts. So this shows the denominator. Okay, let's move forward. Now, how fraction can represent a division numeral? Yes, you can write the fraction as a division numeral also. As you can see the example here, 2 out of 3 can be represented as division, 2 divided by 3. 5 out of 8 can be represented as 5 divided by 8. 9 out of 10 can be represented as 9 divided by 10. Okay, next, here are the some examples. I want you to try on yourself. Okay, let's move forward. Now, using division to find fractional part of a whole number. As you can see, if I have to solve this 5 multiply 4 by 5. What is 4 by 5 here? Fraction, right? And you have to solve it. So it means 5 groups of 4 by 5 fraction. So let's draw the 5 equal groups of 4 by 5 fractions, and if you'll add them, you'll get 20 upon 5 total fraction. So you have to find out the total fraction, and you can do it in simple way also. As you can see, we have to solve this, right? So first divide 5 with the 5. 5 ones are 5. Now what is remaining here? 1 and 4. And what is symbol between? Multiply. So 1 multiply 4 and you will get answer 4. And if you will divide 20 by 5, here also you will get answer 4. So it's very simple. Let's see some more example so it will be clear to you. Here let's look at this. 2 divided by 3 of 27. You have to solve this now. So divide 27 with the 3 first. First step is to divide. 3 nines are 27. 3 ones are 3. 3 nines are 27. And next step is the number which are remain. Let's multiply them. 2 multiply 9. So the answer is 18. Right? Next, one more example is here. 5 by 7 of 49. So how will you solve this? As I told you, you have to divide this with the 7. 7 ones are 7. 7 sevens are 49. And the numbers which are remain, let's multiply them. 5 sevens are 35. So the answer is 35. Okay. Let's move forward. One more example is here. 4 by 7 of 210. Kids, you already learned about the division. So you can easily divide 210 with the 7. 7 ones are 7. And 7 threes are 21. And 1 0 is here. So you will have 30. So let's multiply it. 4 multiply 30. So the answer will be 4 threes are 12. And 1 0 is there. So 120. Right? So here our fraction has been completed. I hope you must have understood. Okay kids, now let's see the next topic, that is pictographs. What is pictograph? A pictograph is a type of graph that uses pictures or symbols to represent numbers. As you can see here also, here we have used pictures of fruits and emojis of smileys. Now let's see what is known as what. So here it is written favorite fruit. It is the title of pictograph. and the fruits here are labels, and symbols are smileys. And key, yes, the most important thing is key. You should know the key. One vote is equals to one smiley, then only you can show them as a symbol, right? Instead of numbers we use symbols in the pictographs. Okay, let's move forward and let's see some examples. Here let's see what is given. Weeks are given: week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, and number of trees. So let's see here what does the symbol represent. You can see the key here. One tree is equals to two trees. The symbol of one tree is equals to two trees, and the half tree, what it will represent? It will represent number of trees, and half tree represent number of one tree. Half tree will be equal to one tree. Second question, how many trees did Bobby plant in week 3? Week 3 में कितने plants लगाए Bobby ने? That you have to tell by using graph above. So one symbol of tree is equals to two trees. 2 to 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8 plus 2 10 plus 2 12 plus half tree represents 1, right? So it will be 13. So how many plant will be there? 13. Now question 3, in which week did Bobby plant the fewest trees? Now let's find out from the graph. Fewest trees, as you can see, in the week 1 less symbols have been used, so we can write the answer week 1, right? Next, how many did he plant that week, and how many he planted that week? Here we are having three symbols, and each symbol represents two trees. So 3 multiplied 2, which means 6 trees. He planted 6 trees. Okay. Next question, in which week did Bobby plant the most trees? Let's find out from the graph above. You can use the symbol. You can see that week 2 has the maximum, and let's count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, but each tree symbol represents two trees, so 7 multiply 2. How many trees will be there? 14 trees, right? So how many he planted? 14. Okay. Next, draw symbols to represent 5 trees. For representing 5 trees, you have to draw the symbol. How you can draw? You have to draw 1 2. You can represent 4 trees with this, because one symbol is equals to 2 trees. Now let's draw half. Half represents 1, so this is 5 trees. Okay, this is how we use pictographs. Next, one more example is here. Here we are having many clothes, right? Let's read the question. Using the key, draw the pictograph to show the number of items in each kind. So let's find out. Apparels, we are having pant, shirt, t-shirt, and shorts. In first, how many pens are there? And you have to use one smiley for two apparels. Let's find out pant. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So we are having 8 pants, but you have to represent one smiley for two, right? So how many smileys you can draw? 1 2 3 and 4. Because why 4? Because one smiley is showing two apparels. Okay. Next is shirt. Let's count shirt now. 1 2 3 4 5 6. For two shirt you are using one smiley. So how many smileys will you draw? 3 smileys, right? 1 2 and 3. Done. Like that you can also find for the t-shirt and shorts. I want you to do yourself. Okay, and pictographs. Thank you.